court has framed charges of rioting, provocation to incite riot, use of criminal force against AAP leader Amanatullah Khan. Apart from Khan, charges are also framed against 24 others. Court notes that prima facie there is evidence on record to show that the charges can be made out against these people. If you remember, last year there was a demolition drive in Shaheen Bagh in May 2022 and Amanatullah Khan was accused of obstructing that drive by the police. The police then had said he had pelted stones and stopped that drive from taking place. Now, news coming in that charges can be made out against him. Going across to my colleague and our legal correspondent Ananya Bhatnagar. Ananya, tell us about the charges that have been framed against AAP leader Amanatullah Khan.
Yet another charges frame order coming in against Amanatullah Khan, and Delhi's Rawalpindi court has now framed charges against Amanatullah Khan under sections of rioting, provocation of the crowd to riot, to create a riot, and unlawful assembly has been made out against Amanatullah Khan. The court, on a prima facie view, believes that there is enough material and evidence on record to show that Amanatullah Khan was the one who had instigated this particular crowd, which actually resulted into riots in that particular area of Shaheen Bagh in the national capital in the month of May last year, where, if you remember, there was a demolition drive that was carrying out against the illegal encroachment that was there, and Amanatullah Khan, armed with a lot of people, with a crowd actually gathered at that place, damaged the JCB machines and all the other public property, and in this same instance, various people got injured, including certain public officials. The court believes that Amanatullah Khan was the one who provoked these particular rioters, and actually charges of rioting have been framed against Amanatullah Khan and 24 other people. However, 8 people have been in fact discharged into this particular case, noting that there are not enough evidence that are available with the police against them. However, this comes as a big charge against Amanatullah Khan, and yet another blow to the Aam Aadmi Party, because, you know, Amanatullah Khan had been facing a lot of criminal trials, whether it's of the ACB, whether it's of various cases of the Delhi police, and we just saw how recently, in fact last week itself, the Delhi High Court dismissed a petition wherein Amanatullah Khan had actually challenged him being declared as a bad character by the Delhi police and also opening a history sheet against him. So setbacks after setbacks coming in for Amanatullah Khan and the party. In this particular case, charges have been framed under the charges of rioting, provocation to riot, unlawful assembly, and the court also noted that these people who were creating a ruckus at that particular place and which eventually resulted into violence and riot were actually armed with deadly weapons, and that's the reason why such serious charges have been framed against Khan and 24 other people into this particular case. Shilpa.
Those visuals there on your screen of that incident that took place in May 2022, that's the kind of visual evidence that is on record. Now, Ananya, the court has observed that prima facie there is enough evidence to frame these charges. What is the evidence on record that the court is going by?
Well, the court is going by various footages that were recorded during that particular incident. The court had also gone into other kind of electronic evidence, and also, most importantly, the statements of the eyewitnesses who were present at the particular place, and also those who were actually injured in that particular incident. Now, all of these evidence collated together, the court believed that there is enough evidence that Amanatullah Khan was the one who provoked these rioters and created a situation where security was compromised, and that's the reason why such grave charges have been framed against Amanatullah Khan and 24 other people. Now, on meanwhile, on the next date of hearing, the court would be actually framing formal charges. Now, what is the difference between the framing of charges and formal charge? On the next date of hearing, Amanatullah Khan and all of these 24 people would be asked whether they would claim guilty or would claim a trial in this particular case, and if at all they claim trial, the formal framing of charges would be done, and then in fact the court would be going after the trial in this particular case, would be providing a sentence if at all charges are actually made out against these particular people. But at the same point of time, this is definitely a big setback for Amanatullah Khan and might mount troubles for him in this particular case.
Ananya, stay with us. Let's shift our focus to some